What are BICIMALs in number basis? Put simply, BICIMALs are decimals in base 2 form. For example, in base 10, we can have a number like 6.714, right? And we call these decimals, all right? So just the way we can have numbers with points, after a point, you have some numbers. We can also have it in base 2 form. So when we have decimal points in base 2 form, it's called a BICIMAL. So we can also convert from BICIMALs to decimals. Just the way we can convert from binary to decimals, we can convert from BICIMALs to decimals. What is an example of a BICIMAL? We can have a BICIMAL like this, 1.101. It's a BICIMAL. 1011.00101. It's a BICIMAL. So once there is a decimal point attached to a binary number, a base 2 number, it becomes a BICIMAL. So as I mentioned, we can convert from BICIMALs to decimals. Now let's learn how to do that with some examples. Now let's say we are asked to convert 1.101 from BICIMAL. We are converting it to a decimal, to base 10. All right? How do we go about this? It's the standard conversion method which we've explained. But something is going to happen for these numbers that are after the decimal points. All right? Now, the usual thing we do is to give these numbers power. The numbers that are before the decimal point, they take a positive integer. That is 0, 1, 2, 3. But any number after the decimal point takes a negative integer. So for example, this number, we are going to raise 1.101. We are going to raise this one to 0. And if there were more numbers, we'll keep going 1, 2, 3, as we will see in other examples. But for these other numbers that are after the decimal point, we are going to start from -1, -2, -3, like that. So that is just the simple trick about BICIMALs. All right. And then we can expand the regular way. So we are going to multiply this. So for the whole number part, it will be 1 times the base 2 raised to the power 0. All right. And then plus, all right, the decimal part is going to be 1 times the base raised to the power -1 plus 0 times the base 2 raised to the power -2 plus 1 times the base raised to the power -3. All right. So 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. All right. Now, plus 1 times 2 raised to the power -1. Now, 2 raised to the power -1 is the same thing as, if you press your calculator, it's going to give you 1 over 2 raised to the power 1. All right. So this is the same thing as telling you 1 times half. All right. Half is the same thing as 0.5. Okay. Feel free to punch in your calculators to get these values. You do not need to cram it at all. When you press 2 raised to the power -1, the calculator is going to give you this. Plus, all of this is going to be 0 because we have a 0 multiplying them. And then plus 2 raised to the power -3. When you punch that in your calculator, you're going to get 0.125. So you simply add up all these numbers, and your final answer is going to be 1.625. So you notice that a BICIMAL will always give you a decimal number with points. Just the way it has points, that's how this one will always have the points. So this is our base 10. All right. Now let's take another example to make it clearer. Let's work with a longer number a bit. So let's say we have 1011.10101. Again, we just want to learn how to give powers. So we give this whole number part, we give them powers the regular way we are used to. 0, 1, 2, 3. All right. And then for the decimal places, the ones after the decimal points, we are going to give them -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. That's just the secret to BICIMALs. And now we can expand this. This will become 1 times 2 raised to the power 3 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0. That's all for the whole number part. And then let's continue with this other side. Plus, this becomes 1 times 2 raised to the power -1 plus 0. I'm just going to write 0 because no matter what, it's going to be 0. Right? Plus 1 times 2 raised to the power -3 plus 0 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power minus 5. Now, what am I going to have here? 2 raised to the power 3 is 8, plus all of this is 0, plus 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 times 1, 2, plus 2 raised to the power 0 is 1 times 1, 1. All right? Now, going into this side, 2 raised to the power minus 1 is actually 0.5. And then we're going to have plus, this is 0, plus 2 raised to the power minus 3 is 0.125, plus this is 0, plus 2 raised to the power minus 5, remember to use your calculator, 0.03125. So what we need to do is to add up all these numbers, all right? This is 8 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.125 plus 0.03125, all right? So that's going to give me 11.65625. Remember to punch this in your calculator so you don't need to cram it of how it was gotten. So that is just the secret to BICIMALS. The trick is any number that is after the decimal point, give them negative powers. And the powers will keep increasing from the first one to the second to the third. The powers will keep increasing. While these ones are the standard ones, the powers are positive and they will keep increasing. All right. So I believe that that's all for BICIMALS. It's very clear and simple. So just try and work out a few examples. Try and convert these examples. All right. Convert these BICIMALS to decimal. All right. Try and convert 1101.101 is 2. Convert it to a decimal. And then try this one, 10110.1011. Convert it to a decimal. All right. So it's the same process. Feel free to go back to the video if there's something you do not understand, or ask me in the comment section. Kindly let me know your answers in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you.